we don't need to dive too deep into the Boots Ennis situation. But
by the way, can I? I love Boots.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Yeah,
No biggie.
I was gonna say, I mean, at the time I disagree with Sean's take, but
We're here. Let's.
I still felt like, and I saw you did an interview with Marcos about it, and he said the same thing. I still felt like you were trying to say unproven more than overrated. Not like maybe he is that guy, but I need to see it first. Not that, but in your own words.
I said it was in my own words, and I think the main thing was, I don't know, man. I chose to say what came to my mind, and it is. I think essentially it is how I feel. I feel that while I'm looking at this boxing as it's a competition and the best man will win, other people are looking at this like there's no competition for Boots Ennis, and it's funny because while I agree, I'd rather see it than everybody just jump on that and say that.
I'd rather see it than to be it.
Yeah. Well, I ain't say all that. Well, relax.
Well, that was my tie-in, which I got to us with this was your hips. Was that people were like, "Will Shawn come back?" And I was like, "You guys really missed the Motivational Monday episode."
Yeah.
Dude technically was suggested to get double hip replaced, but he's really not coming back.
Yeah,
but
you guys got to check out the Motivational Monday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, with Brenagh Lucas.
You didn't watch it either. Huh?
That's hurtful. I don't know. I do think overrated was. I disagree with the sentiment. I disagree with the word choice. So I disagree with the whole thing.
Oh.
But
I heard him. I was like, I disagree with the sentiment. Yeah, I disagree with the word choice.
To be fair,
the whole thing.
Yeah, I disagree with the whole thing. What?
To be fair, I said that last week in the moment.
Yeah.
But overrated to me, and words have meanings and definitions, but in sports, there's different ways you can use them. I think overrated to me means he's not that talented. He's not as talented as we think he is,
right.
Which I think is incorrect.
You're right.
Where you say unproven, sure. And I think Boots in interviews afterwards kind of said the same thing. Like, hey, I haven't been in there, but it's not because of me. I want to be in there with the best guys.
Yeah.
They just haven't put me in there.
Yeah.
You're not going to fight him. Tell the people he's not going to fight him.
No. I will never fight Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
Listen, this is what I will say. I'll go back to what we had covered some odd shows ago. We were talking about the mind state of a fighter and the mind state of those around that fighter. We talked about how you were like, you said something like, gosh, I hope you never get in the ring with Keith Thurman.
And then I said the same thing about Boots.
And in my mind, I was thinking to myself, like, at that point in time, I told you, I said, I was literally thinking F you.
Yeah.
And it's because I can't allow myself to hold on to any thoughts or sentiments that you may have about me getting in the ring.
Yeah.
Because if I get in the ring and there's any hesitation, I get in the ring and there's any fear or true fear that's going to prevent me from doing what I need to do, I don't walk out of the ring the way that I did.
Yeah.
And so while as a fighter, I know that this is how we think and this is how we feel. We all feel like we're superheroes and we're untouchable. The guys at the top. Mm-hmm. And then you got everybody on the outside saying, oh man, that's a great fight. Or they're saying, oh man, that's a great fighter. Now we've come up against Boots. And I've publicly said that Boots is the next best thing we've had to Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe that. But at the same time, as a fighter, I would never allow myself to think that if I was getting in the ring with him. So while I hear everybody saying he's going to watch this guy, he's going to watch that guy, so on and so forth, I'm thinking like a fighter.
Right.
And a fighter would never allow myself or anybody else that's getting in the ring with another fighter. I'd never allow anybody tell me, oh, he's just going to watch that guy. He's going to watch that guy. Because as a fighter, I can't believe it. And I don't think y'all understand how we are as fighters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think y'all understand. Wow, y'all are saying, man, that dude hits hard. Well, a lot of us are like, fuck him, I hit hard too.
Yeah.
And while you may look at it and say, oh, he's just talking, that's really what we're thinking and how we're feeling. You know what I mean?
When I think he responded as a fighter. He said, hey, you got something negative to say, get in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, if you think I'm overrated, fight me.
Yeah.
Which I can understand. He's a young dude and he has the same thing with EJ before he got his shots. So hungry. He wants to fight those guys. So for him, he's like, wait, one of the top guys called me out? Yeah. I've been wanting one of you guys. Let's go ahead and make that happen. So
Yeah.
I respect it from Boots.
Well, the other guys ain't really going back and forth with him. So
No, of
so
course.
Shawn will give him some.
And that's
love.
what I think. I think that's what it was. I think it was something where none of the top guys.
Yeah.
None of
So
them.
he's dying for someone
Errol
to say
Spence.
something.
I've never heard him say, "Hell yeah, I want to fight Boots." I've never said Bud or Keith said.
And that's
Which is
what
no issue.
And
but-
I'm realizing that's what irks me. The
Yeah.
saying I've talked about you and Keith Thurman. I've had other people talk to me about other fights, like, man, you gonna fight that guy, or man, I hope you never have to fight. And I was always like, F you, F that. I don't know. Nobody ever told me not to, but I just never would allow myself to think the way people outside of the boxing ring thought and felt.
Right.
And I think that people outside of the ring give him such high praise. I get it. But as a fighter, it's just a part of me that just won't accept it because I don't think any other fighter out there will accept that.
yeah,
We could argue up and down
Yeah.
who's gonna win between Ortiz and Ennis.
Ennis.
And
Go ahead.
Ennis is gonna argue
Yeah.
till he dies that
Yeah.
I'll beat Ortiz.
Yeah.
And Ortiz is gonna argue till he dies that I'll beat Ennis.
Yeah.
And while 100 people were saying, no, you got no chance to beat Ennis.
Yeah.
He's looking at all 100 people saying, F you, I'll fight each and every one of y'all before I fight him. And I'll still get in the ring and beat his ass.
Yeah.
Because that's how we think and that's how we feel.
And I think to kind of close on that, I think that was the, I guess the negative reaction. Some people, to be fair, agreed with you. Some people thought, yeah, he is kind of unproven. Other people said Shawn Porter's an idiot.
yeah.
But I think the main thing is people were like, well, it's kind of hating. This is the next guy coming up, and you retired. Like, yeah, sorry. Like, and it's not somebody. To be
He
fair,
helped get him some publicity, right? All publicity is.
if you wanna look at it-
I doubt it. I didn't
if you
get
wanna
him
look
much
at it-
publicity.
If you want to look at it that way, sure, it
Hey.
was buzzing a little bit, but it is just something where it's like he is the next guy. And it looked. I know you, and I know I know you like Boots. I know
Yeah.
you think he's the next guy.
Yeah.
But the way it looked was, okay, old fighter retires, and then now that he no longer has to fight that guy, it's easy to say. It's easy for me to say somebody's overrated. I don't have to fight him.
Yeah.
Until they pull up on me, Timothy Bradley. So I think that was the negative connotation to it, was that, oh, Shawn Porter retired and now he wants to say something about Boots, not when you're active.
I don't think I was ever public about it, but I already knew that I'd never get in the ring with Boots.
Yeah, I think you.
Yeah, you
kind of-
said that.
Yeah, I think
On the
I
show.
did. I think
Yeah.
you said it on the show, and I think you alluded to it. Like, you definitely said on the show, I'm not fighting any of the young guys. So.
I was trying to get our producer to pull up this clip, but we couldn't find it. If you have an opportunity to find my fight with Andre Bertle, that was 2017. That was 2017, like May-ish of 2017. And if you watch that entire fight, I think it was an 8th round knockout or a 9th round knockout. After the fight ends and the fight's been waved off, you'll see me, if you have a chance to find that, you'll see me walk over to the ropes and I put my hands on the ropes and I just kind of like stood there for a minute. And I was thinking to myself at that moment, damn, this was a hard fight. Damn, this was a hard night. I was like, I was exhausted. Could not wait to get out of the ring, but I couldn't get to my corner.
Yeah.
But I couldn't wait to get out of the ring. But I remember thinking in that moment while my hands were on the ropes, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna do this. Cause it's that hard.
Yeah.
And it's for me, you're right there. We got it. Right. And it was really hard for me to prepare for each and every fight that I had. But the thing was, it was so necessary for me to go as hard as I went in training to be able to
That's my
perform
guy right there.
as hard as I performed every time I went out there and did what I had to do to be successful. And even in those fights that I lost or had my draw in, those were all very, the effort was bar none in those fights. And it just was very hard for me to train, get prepared, to do what I had to do. And then after this fight right here, I walked over to the other corner and I just was standing there for a minute. And I really had the thought, like, I don't know how this was hard. I don't know how many more times I'm gonna do this.
Did they rule the one before that a knockdown, by the way? Because it clearly looked like a clash of heads, and then he stumbles back into the ropes. But
I don't think he ruled it a knockdown.
he stepped in, maybe just to
I don't remember
set
exactly.
you guys up.
Yeah.
But
Looks like Jamal Charlo was rooting for you. One of the clips.
Andre Berto, what a guy. Hope he's doing well.
Absolutely.
That's my guy.
I actually saw him in a shot with Sam the other day.
There you go. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
actually did as well. Yeah. Shout out to Andre Berto.
So that's 2017.
Yeah.
Shawn Porter thinking like that.
Yeah.
So you fast forward in this 2022, 2021 essentially is when I decided that this is my last fight. I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I got a young lion calling me out. No, it's not about me ducking him, and I decided to retire so that I could say things about him. It's about me knowing everything that I could do and would not do in this sport. I had no intentions to move up to multiple weight divisions to conquer those divisions. I probably could have.
Especially after eating those desserts, those tasty desserts.
And all respect to anybody at 154, 160, but I was 165 pounds as an amateur. I did it as an amateur. I'm pretty sure I could have done it as a professional, and definitely at 154. But like I said, man, with everything that's going on with me physically, now check out the Monday motivational
Lucas.
Yeah, the motivational Monday episode. And then where my mind state was at 2017. I knew that I was on the clock, and I think that I used my time wisely.
Did you feel your body breaking down?
In that fight?
Yeah.
No. That fight was just...
Look at the x-rays of his hips.
That fight was...
They were breaking down, baby.
Because Floyd Mayweather said his body started breaking down after the Gotti fight.
Yeah.
It's still able to win fights, but his body was already,
This one, no. The hip, yes. The body, no. And even the mind, no.
Hip is a part of the body. Right?
Anybody...
Very true.
All right.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Like the rest of the body. The hip, yes. The rest of the body, no. But anybody that saw me on the mountain 2 weeks before my fight, and my dad was trying to get me to go up on the mountain the week before the fight. I was like, I'm done.
Please, no.
There's no reason to go up that cold way and say, wait.
He was like, man, I'm taking a shot of this preparation after this one.
Is it just me or is he tripping? He said, yeah, man, you don't need to go back up there. I said, yeah, can you tell him?
That's a lot.
Yeah. So
I think we close on that. I don't think anything else needs to be really said. It is what it is.
Yeah. What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.